Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Push down for the tackle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
complete to open the drive. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And the Huskies are threatening on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Spears. Got his man quickly. Hard running there. And he'll be brought down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
Gets the back moving. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Spears. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you...
Ernie on the Jets. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up
they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Looking to pass. It's Spears. Quick strike complete.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
1st and 10, the whole menu of you can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like, and through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen.
He's loose. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Ran through the contact. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Floating away. A strike downfield.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pulls it and fires to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little...
Loose in the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Spears. Moves away as he feels pressure. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing to the right. Finally brought down the... Play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Spears. Makes the grab. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Pulls and fires complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got it behind the line. It's Fuentes. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, and man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and he can pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Spears. Got a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He'll set up to throw. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Duke! Got the lead here in the 4th.
And man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this 4th quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You throw up the goose egg, put multiple touchdown drives together, and taking the lead. What an exciting 4th quarter.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll give it to the back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Spears. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just steamrolling the defense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down a possession, no timeouts. So you have got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds. And the receiver knew exactly what to do.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a grab. Tight end trying to get in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. He splits the uprights. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Drive will come from their own 23. Making side adjustments here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit as he throws.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Quick spin on the line. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And I'll tell you what, Chris, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Oh, it's a reverse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass. By the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
If he houses this, it's ball game. Trying to take it back. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
First down in this defense is... Any kind of score and it's over. The RPO, fire complete. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here.